Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Psycho Lane. In this episode of Bicycle Modification Part Search Error, I will be talking about this right here, which is called a wing light. You can find this on Amazon, probably on Etsy, and you can definitely find this on eBay. I had a previous type of light that went on a handlebar. However, that light deal that goes on here, pretty much in the same fashion as this, but a little slightly different, didn't fit, so I had to get these right here. After I found that this here on YouTube, actually, I was searching through YouTube for turn signals type things, which is basically what that is on YouTube, and while searching out YouTube for different kinds of bicycle turn signals that I could use for the handlebar type, then I actually found this, and it actually turns out to be pretty awesome. So I will show you what it's like to actually have those lit up, and it stays on for about a minute, I believe. Or until you stop it, I guess. No, it stays on for about a minute. It's my nylon turn signals that stay on until you turn it. So I'm going to turn the light off on this one. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. And boom, that's what it looks like. Now there's a little dividing thing right there, because there's one LED on this side and one on that side. So because of that, to accommodate that, I keep the darkest side on the top and the bottom, and the brightest parts of the LED facing the front and facing the back, so people behind me and people in front of me can see what my signal indication or signal indicators are doing, so they can tell what I'm trying to do. So I have one on each side of this thing, and if you press both of them, you can actually have that as hazard lights, like a motor vehicle does. But you can have it on one, if you're just pressing that button on the one side, then it's like a left turn signal and a right turn signal. And there you go, that's the full thing of that part there, so just turn itself off automatically. But you can also press that button, it's a rubber button you have right here. You press that and does that and turn it off and does exactly like that. So it stays on for exactly 1 minute. You press the button, there you go. Now, again, it's called wing light. It's like it's spelled exactly the same way, Wing, and then light. Everybody knows how to spell that. Unless you're not knowledgeable of words, kind of the nicer way of saying illiterate. And if you're illiterate, then Light, light. So now this here, hook up to this right here by twisting this part. There's actually 3 different parts. Got this, this, and that. So, and if you guys, actually I don't know if I've shown a video about that or not, but when you're taking this here out, this here snugs nice and tight to the handlebar there. You want to twist it counterclockwise. And when you're doing bike maintenance, I'll be showing that too. Do that, and then it's got this rubber part here, and it's got this right here, and then what you want to do is twist this part counterclockwise, and it loosens. Do it clockwise, and it tightens. And as it loosens or tightens, it squeezes this rubber piece together. This rubber piece is what keeps that inside of here, inside the handlebar itself. So you got that right there, and it is actually waterproof. So, and it actually works out pretty well. And it's been knocked down to the ground a couple times, and it still works. So, all you gotta do is slide it back in there. And for the start off, this thing's gonna actually be out here, so you're gonna actually want to twist it a little bit until it feels like it's starting to fit in there, or it's starting to get in there a little bit. Snug is the word I'm looking for. You don't want it to put in there to where this is way out there, because if you do, it's not going to get in there at all. You just want it closed up or bunched up enough for it to actually be snug enough to go in here. So once it's snug up in there, then all you got to do is push it in there and then go clockwise with it until you feel comfortable enough where it's not going to come out, or it gets hard enough to you can't twist anymore. Kind of like that for me. And then go like this for the LEDs. And because my bike like this, put like that, so that way it's equal as possible to the front and back, so people can see where you're indicating. And then boom shakalaka, just like that. Now, if you're trying to change out the battery, you want to twist this part out. I'm put my fingers right here. I'm leaving that part. I'm keeping that there like this. Pull that like this. And there's that part there, the battery part, and then this right here, and that carries that kind of battery. So I got that like that, and it carries 2 of those button batteries, and the plastic container that it's in will actually let you know as well, such as right there, it tells you the plus and negative, or the positive and negative sides. So, and then put that in there like that, boom shakalaka. And if you ever forget which side of the battery case that's supposed to be on, you can always test it. Sometimes even I forget and whatnot. I do have memory loss, so unfortunately. So like that, and it's the wrong way. So if you ever do that, so you always make sure that the closed-ended one and not the open-ended one is the one that's actually like that. I'm actually showing that for y'all, so not for mine. I didn't have memory loss at that time. You got like that, and voila. And if you need to change out the LEDs, you can actually just take this thing out. So actually, it's not coming out the way it's supposed to be, but take that out, and there's actually, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to keep that in frame. Twist this out like that. Like I said, this part comes out too. You got that part like that, which keeps all that in there, which keeps this in here. And then there's your 2 LEDs, and which I didn't know came with 2 LEDs. Well, then again, I've opened it up before, but I completely forgot about that. So that there I did have memory loss on. But that's how it comes. So, and that is completely waterproof. Now, I've seen many wind light things on YouTube. I've never seen anybody take it apart like that on YouTube. So I think I might be the first. So you do that. So basically, we can put this back on here, and put this back on here. And then put that back on here. And again, that's all waterproof. And it's got a seal on there as well. In fact, that black thing right there is the seal that keeps it waterproof. So no water gets into there. And I know firsthand because I've used it in plenty of rain showers before. So I got that like that. And boom shakalaka. So that's how that works. So that's pretty awesome. And if you don't have the rear turn signal thing like I do, you can always just buy the wing lights itself. The wing lights are out far enough, hopefully, in your bicycle that the front and back will know where you're trying to turn, or where you're trying to indicate whether you're putting on hazards or turning from one lane to another or something like that. But at nighttime especially is where the safety of this comes into play, and people can see where you're going without the need of a safety vest, without the need of any bright colored clothing. If that can't see the light coming off your bicycle, so long as the batteries are good, then there's something wrong with them and they're blind. Or they're just reckless drivers. Or they just don't care about cyclists. Or all the above. But, yeah. So, this will keep you visible and seen at night. I know for a fact. They see me at night. Ever since I've had these things on, people are able to tell because you can do a whole bunch of hand turn signals and stuff like that, or hand signals for bicyclists during nighttime, and they'll see you and whatnot. They'll know what direction you're indicating. But at nighttime, they can hardly see you unless you're actually wearing a reflective deal, and you have to take off your hand just to show them where you're going. And sometimes you need both your hands on your handlebar. Well, these wing lights are actually the best deal to actually have that. So it's a lot better to have the wing lights for nighttime and nighttime safety, visibility, and to tell everybody where you're going. So you don't have to use your hands. You just use signals. So they make awesome things. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Love all you guys. And I appreciate everybody taking your time out of your day to watch this. And love and peace until next we meet. Oh, yeah.